Thanks for stopping my Carnivore channel. My name is Steve, and I was thinking today about all of the reasons why I do carnivore. I think it might be has to do a little bit with coming off of Thanksgiving and things you're thankful for. It was so I started thinking about the weight loss. Today is my 4th month of being on carnivore. It's actually the actual 4th month. July 27th is when I started. November 27th is the day today. And I've lost 70 pounds in that 4 months. Absolutely amazing. So I've also got rid of my borderline diabetes, pre-diabetes, getting rid of the gout. It's going away slowly but surely. Those dang kidney stones. Oh my gosh. They're so small they can't even measure them anymore. All because of carnivore. So when people ask me why I do carnivore, those are the things that I tell them. I tell them, I also tell them about how much happier I am, how much clearer I can think. And then those big ticket items, the weight loss, the diabetes, the gout. But today I was reminded we had to take my wife's car to work. So I'm a big guy, okay? I'm 6'5". I weigh 455 pounds. On my way to that first kind of that golden number for me, which is 450, which it's elusive, but kind of at a little bit of a plateau. But I'm a big guy, and Teresa drives a car that is for not big guys. She has a Chevy Spark, and so for me to get into that car, it takes a lot of maneuvering and folding and squeezing and holding my breath and shoving. But today it didn't. And I don't think I've tried to get in her car for quite some time. But today I had to. And I got in. Not that it wasn't without a problem, because it wasn't still comfortable. But I was able to do it without half of the struggle that I did before. And it got me thinking, what are all the other things that I kind of take for granted, like things that are going well, but I just don't kind of bring them up or mention them. Like, for example, being able to tie my shoes easier. Like, I used to be able to, I'd have to shop for slip-on shoes, or else I'd have to be asking Teresa for help every morning. So, but now I can actually tie my own dang shoes. All right. When I take my socks off at night, I used to have that ring around my calf where the edge of the sock was, and I don't have that anymore. Things like, when I'm driving my car, the steering wheel rubbing against my belly doesn't happen anymore. Getting into my own car and, scraping my head across the door frame just to get into the car, that doesn't happen anymore. I went to the other day to get my beard trimmed up, and I was able to sit in the barber chair and just sit down in it, not kind of slide in between the arm rails. I just sit down, and she looked at me like, well, that's never happened before. And then able to stand up and go about my business. Today I had a meeting with my boss, and typically I would walk in and I'd be out of breath. I'd ask her a couple questions just so she would talk so I could catch my breath and continue the conversation. But today I was absolutely fine. I walked in, I started the conversation right off the bat. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It's things like that I don't think about often enough. And maybe help me think of some other things that maybe are kind of would be on your list that might jolt something for me too. Put those in the comment below, please. And I want to start this conversation. I want to be able to start that list of those smaller ticket items that aren't those big, the big five that everybody brings out when somebody says, why do you do carnivore? I'd like to see kind of what everybody else's response is. So, but thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for giving me your input. Thanks for giving me your support and encouragement. I love reading over the comments. It's like the highlight of my day every day. Is after I post these videos, is going back when I get home from work to see what you guys have said. So, which has always been beautiful. So, well, I love you guys. Thanks for watching my Carnivore channel. My name is Steve. I look forward to talking to you soon.